The invisible power of oxygen that can save your life in 30 days. Have you ever wondered why some people get seriously ill while others stay healthy for decades? What if there was a scientifically proven method to protect every cell in your body against devastating diseases? What would happen if you found out that small daily habits are choking your cells without you realizing it? A renowned oncologist recently confessed something that shocked the medical community. 90% of his patients had no idea that something was already growing inside them, something that could take their lives in a few months or years. They followed their normal routines, ate as usual, slept peacefully, until one day they received a diagnosis that changed everything forever. The scariest part of any illness is not the pain itself. It's how it starts quietly, hidden in what we consider harmless habits. Most people don't realize that they're just a few steps away from completely transforming their cellular health. A Nobel Prize winner has revealed the secret that the healthcare industry doesn't want you to know. And it's simpler than you might think. Let's get started. The Nobel secret. The healthcare industry doesn't want you to know. Otto Warburg forever changed our understanding of how the human body gets sick and heals. This German scientist won the Nobel Prize for a revolutionary discovery. Our cells don't die because of viruses or old age. They die because we stop giving them what they need most: pure and abundant oxygen at every moment of the day. Warburg dedicated his entire life to understanding why some cells thrived while others became ill. What he discovered was surprisingly simple and revolutionary at the same time. When cells receive enough oxygen, they naturally resist disease. When they are deprived of oxygen, they begin to malfunction and open the door to serious problems. The key to a long and healthy life is literally in the air we breathe, and in the choices we make at each meal, at each movement, at each breath. Warburg developed 8 simple guidelines that anyone can follow at home. If you implement these principles, you're giving your body the power to protect itself. Against the worst diseases we know in modern medicine today, think of it as a quiet but powerful transformation. Just as illnesses begin quietly, healing can also begin without you realizing it. Every cell in your body is waiting for this opportunity to renew itself, to strengthen itself, and to create a natural barrier against dangerous invaders. Warburg's recommendations are not just abstract scientific theory. These are practical steps that can completely change your cellular health forever. Best of all, you can get started today. No need for expensive equipment or specialized medical consultations. Are you ready to know the 8 secrets that can save your life? Your body is waiting for this silent revolution that starts in the cells, and it manifests itself in more energy, better health, and resistance against disease. But it all starts with the first step, or rather, with the first glass of water. In the next few minutes, you will discover how a simple morning ritual can awaken dormant cells, and how seemingly small choices have the power to transform your life completely. Still wondering what it would be like to wake up every day with renewed energy? 1. The morning elixir that resurrects dead cells in 15 minutes. Each morning offers a new chance to fully invigorate your body, but many of us start the day in the most wrong way possible. You wake up and immediately grab a strong, bitter coffee. You eat dry and processed foods, or drink nothing at all. At this crucial time, your cells are begging for clean, warm water. Otto Warburg insisted that each day should begin with a glass of warm water. On an empty stomach, preferably with a few drops of fresh lemon added, not for the taste, but to make the blood less acidic instantly. Start your organs and activate your metabolism in a natural and powerful way. Approximately 60% of our bodies are composed of pure water. Running out of enough water can lead to acidity, thick blood, and poorly oxygenated cells. The organs begin to suffer not instantly, but it is the beginning of everything. The simple act of drinking warm lemon water can trigger incredible benefits that you will feel all day long, without exception. A woman in her 60s replaced her morning coffee with lemon water. In just 3 weeks, she saw the swelling decrease dramatically. He felt his digestion improve significantly and realized that his mind was clearer. She said, I realized I wasn't getting old. I was just dehydrated. This simple switch can be the first step to revitalizing your cells completely. Imagine waking up without that feeling of muscular and mental rigidity, with a clear mind and ready to face any challenge of the day. It's not just about hydrating the body in a basic way. It's about creating the perfect environment for your cells to breathe deeply. When you drink warm water with lemon on an empty stomach, you are sending a signal for each cell to open and receive oxygen abundantly. It's as if you're awakening an inner army that has slept through the night. But water is only the first step in this journey of cellular transformation. What you put on your plate has an equally powerful impact in the health of your cells, and there is a group of essential foods, which Warburg considered absolutely necessary for perfect cellular oxygenation. Can you imagine what these foods are that can change everything? 2. The secret green power that can reverse 20 years of aging. Everyday salads aren't just a suggestion from an experienced nutritionist. They are an absolute necessity for optimal cellular health at any age. Many people think that vegetables are optional in their daily diet, or that they can skip salads if they eat bread or processed meat. But Warburg explained that fresh vegetables, especially leafy greens, provide something unique: alkalinity, calcium, magnesium, and live enzymes that we don't find elsewhere. These nutrients help cells breathe efficiently and continuously. If your body doesn't get these essential nutrients, it becomes too acidic. This acidity creates the perfect environment for inflammation, joint pain, and fatigue. Loss of vital energy that you thought was normal over the years. This is when you start to notice weaker nails, dull skin, and lifeless hair, not necessarily because it is aging naturally, but because your body is too acidic to support healthy cells. A daily salad dressed with lemon juice and pure olive oil. It's not just a current fad diet tip. It is a way to restore life within you, making food an ally rather than a heavy burden. Dark leafy greens like spinach, arugula, and kale are particularly powerful. They contain chlorophyll, which is structurally similar to the hemoglobin in our blood. When you consume these leafy greens, you are essentially providing perfect material for healthy, well-oxygenated blood cells at every meal. Imagine each mouthful of salad as an infusion of oxygen straight into your cells. The antioxidants present in vegetables fight free radicals that damage cells. Minerals balance the pH of the blood, creating the perfect environment for oxygenation. Fiber cleanses the digestive system, allowing for better absorption of essential nutrients. All of this happens silently, without you immediately noticing the effects. But the results manifest in your energy, mental clarity, and vitality. Even if you add salads to your meals, there is another dangerous habit, which can silently harm your health without you noticing anything at all. The snacks you choose between meals may be choking your cells. Have you ever wondered why some days you feel more tired than others? Even maintaining an apparently healthy and balanced routine every day. 3. The innocent snack that's killing your cells silently. When hunger strikes between the main meals of the day, many of us turn to sweet, salty, or starchy foods. Cookies, crackers, or candies seem like innocent choices to satisfy hunger. We may think that it is just a small treat to please the palate, but Warburg saw it in a completely different way than most. Every snack is a step toward your body's imbalance. Sugar and salt are the main culprits for making your blood too acidic. When your blood becomes acidic, your cells can't get the oxygen they need. Your body's defenses weaken, and you begin to age inside. The foods we choose in times of sudden hunger have immense power to oxidize or revitalize every cell in our body instantly. Warburg recommended choosing better alternatives for snacking between main meals. He suggested, for example, almonds that are rich in calcium and magnesium. These minerals help keep your blood sugar stable and your body less acidic throughout the day. He also mentioned spirulina, known for its iron, protein, and oceanic power. These nutrients strengthen your immune system and gut health naturally, in a natural and powerful way that few foods can provide. One woman shared how she replaced her candy with almonds and lemon water. A month later, her stomach pains disappeared completely. His cholesterol decreased significantly, and his mood improved dramatically. "I felt lighter," she said, as if a weight had been lifted. Imagine what it would be like to replace that quick snack with something nutritious that actually powers your cells rather than a spike in energy, followed by a sudden fall that leaves you more tired than before. Instead of silent inflammation, your cells would receive nutrients that promote oxygenation and lasting vitality throughout the hours. Your snacks can be medicine or poisons for your body. The choice is yours every time hunger strikes between meals. But even the best diet won't help if your body sits still for a long time without adequate and necessary movement on a daily basis. Movement is another crucial principle for ensuring that your cells breathe properly. Have you ever wondered why you feel better after a hike, even when you are physically tired after the exercise performed? 4. Why 15 minutes of movement is worth more than expensive medicine? Movement removes acidity from the body. This was a maxim of Warburg. He used to say that if you don't move your body, it becomes acidic. And this is not just a figurative or metaphorical expression. It's literally what happens when we sit for hours at a time. Blood flow decreases drastically. Lymphatic fluid is not eliminated properly. Acids and toxins accumulate, and cells begin to lose oxygen. Then comes the fatigue, sluggishness, and chronic inflammation that we feel in the body. Even short walks, climbing stairs, or a little exercise before bed, they help keep these vital functions working perfectly. These activities keep your metabolism running, clean up your internal system, and they increase your energy in a natural and sustainable way. Every step you take is like a little internal massage that squeezes the tissues, expelling toxins and bringing in fresh oxygen. A 15-minute walk is worth more than any expensive medicine to maintain the vitality and energy you thought you had lost forever. An older man explained how he started walking for only 15 minutes every day without fail, even when I didn't feel like it at all. After 2 weeks, the pain in her knees disappeared completely. A month later, he felt much less tired when he got out of bed. The constant movement had restored the vital flow in his entire body. It's not about intense workouts or complicated gym routines. It is consistent movement every day to keep oxygen flowing for every cell in your body without exception. When you move, you're literally swinging the acidity out of the system. The tissues expand and contract, pumping fresh blood to stagnant areas. The lungs work harder, bringing more oxygen into the circulating blood. The heart beats faster, sending this oxygen-rich blood for every cell in the body, renewing and revitalizing everything inside. But there is something even more fundamental than regular physical movement. Something we do every second without thinking too much about it. Warburg called it the most neglected source of life of all. Can you guess what this powerful and free font is? 5. The breathing technique that can heal your body in days. Breathing, or more accurately, breathing properly is something we do constantly. However, we rarely breathe properly and completely, taking advantage of the full potential of this vital act for our survival. Warburg believed that without a deep breath, cells begin to starve. And cellular starvation always leads to disease sooner or later. In modern cities, full of dust, pollution, and constant stress, most people breathe shallowly and inadequately. We use only a fraction of our total lung capacity, so the cells don't get enough oxygen to function perfectly. Over time, the brain, heart, and other organs begin to function by half of his real and natural work capacity. Every shallow breath is a missed opportunity to flood your cells with the most essential fuel for life that we know. Warburg's solution was simple and accessible to everyone everywhere. Get fresh air, go for walks in nature, and practice deep breathing. And conscious every day without failing once. Even opening a window in the morning is a start to improving quality from the air you breathe and take into your lungs. He recommended inhaling deeply through your nose, pausing for a few seconds, and then exhale slowly, completely controlling the breathing process. A man from St. Petersburg tried daily breathing exercises on the balcony. Within a week, her blood pressure improved significantly, and the headaches completely disappeared from his routine. "It was like I turned my brain back on," he said, describing the feeling of mental clarity he experienced daily. Deep breathing isn't just about getting more air into the lungs. It's about maximizing the exchange of oxygen and carbon dioxide at the cellular level. When you breathe deeply, you are sending a surge of oxygen to every cell in your body abundantly and steadily. It is removing the accumulated carbon dioxide that makes the blood more acidic. It is calming the nervous system, reducing stress, and creating perfect environment for the natural healing that your body already knows how to do. But even with good breathing, your health can be compromised if you're consuming the wrong type of animal protein on a daily basis. Meat can be your ally or your enemy in the search for well-oxygenated cells. Do you know what the difference is between these two opposing scenarios? 6. The shocking truth about the flesh that no one tells you. It's not that meat itself is always harmful to your health, but the way it is prepared can be decisive for your cells. Fried, smoked, or very fatty meats overload the body unnecessarily. They increase the acidity of the blood and promote inflammation throughout the body. Warburg suggested focusing on small portions of lean, clean meat. Boiled or steamed once daily at most, approximately 150 grams are enough to get the benefits, without overloading the digestive system that needs to work hard. It is not about cutting meat completely from the daily diet, but to maintain balance and choose quality over quantity. How you prepare your animal protein determines whether it will be fuel for life or a heavy burden for your cells to work with. The way of preparation transforms the same food into medicine or poison, depending on the choices you make in the kitchen every day. He also recommended having fasting or meatless days during the week to give the body a break from the heavy and laborious digestion. These days allow the digestive system to rest completely, and the body focuses on repairing cells damaged by time. One woman recounted how she switched to steamed beef, and he started doing one vegetarian day a week without fail. Within a month, her stomach pain improved significantly. Her cholesterol went down, and she felt better overall. The change in preparation had transformed the same food from a heavy burden into a real benefit to your health. When you consume cooked meat instead of fried meat, you are reducing the formation of advanced glycation compounds that damage cells. When you choose lean meats, you are reducing the load of saturated fats, which can thicken the blood and hinder proper circulation. A more fluid blood carries more oxygen to each cell in the body. But even quality meat won't help if you have hidden enemies on your plate every day without realizing the real danger. Many people assume that all vegetables are healthy automatically, but not all of them are equally beneficial for optimal cellular oxygenation. Have you ever wondered why certain vegetables make you bloated and grumpy, even though they're supposedly healthy and nutritious? 7. The treacherous vegetables that pretend to be healthy. Although vegetables often symbolize natural health and vitality, Warburg pointed out that not all of them support the body's alkaline balance. Some, particularly starchy vegetables, quickly convert to sugar, and they make the body more acidic than it should be naturally. Take white potatoes as an example, a common side dish that can increase inflammation, disrupt your metabolism, and reduce the oxygen that cells receive over time. Warburg recommended replacing them with more alkaline and nutritious options, such as Brussels sprouts, asparagus, zucchini, eggplant, or colorful peppers. These alkaline vegetables are like small natural sponges, which absorb acidity from your body, allowing your cells to breathe freely. These foods are not only nutritious, but also help cleanse the body, keeping the cells well oxygenated and functioning perfectly. A man from Vinhedo told how he stopped eating potatoes, and he started to steam more vegetables every day. After a month, he reported less fatigue, improved digestion, and healthier, more vibrant skin than it had in years. Simply replace starchy vegetables with those rich in antioxidants. He had transformed his health in an astonishing and lasting way. Dark green and colorful vegetables contain chlorophyll, flavonoids, and carotenoids, which fight inflammation and neutralize acids in the blood efficiently. They help neutralize acids in the blood, allowing oxygen be transported more efficiently to each cell. They provide live enzymes that aid in digestion and nutrient absorption. All of this contributes to cells that can breathe completely and perform all your vital functions optimally. But even with the best food selection, there is a fundamental element, which serves as the basis for everything we have discussed so far. Warburg considered this to be the foundation of life and health. And it is within the reach of all of us every day, without exception. Can you guess what this fundamental and powerful element is? 8. The miraculous water that transforms diseased cells into warriors. Water is the foundation of life and cellular health at all levels. When you don't consume enough water, the body starts extracting it from their organs to essential functions of immediate survival. Warburg emphasized that cells don't just drink water constantly. They live in it, depend on it to survive and thrive on a daily basis. Water transports nutrients, removes toxins, balances body temperature, and it stabilizes the acid-alkaline levels of the whole body. He advised consuming at least 2 liters of warm water daily, ideally alkaline, without soft drinks or industrialized sugary juices. That steal more water from the body than they provide real benefits. Each sip of pure water is like a wave of cleansing. That washes the cells, removing toxins and bringing renewed life. Start in the morning on an empty stomach and continue drinking small sips throughout the day without overdoing everything at once. Large amounts can overload the kidneys without providing additional benefits. Water cleanses toxins, balances the body's pH, and it helps cells function optimally and efficiently. One man stopped drinking tea and soda in favor of plain water, and he noticed surprising changes in his overall health. 2 weeks later, his acid reflux had decreased considerably, and he felt lighter and more energetic throughout the day. A month later, he said he woke up feeling energized, as he had not felt in previous years of life. Warburg once warned, a glass of sugary soda needs 30 glasses of water to compensate for its damage to the body. Why fight the consequences when it's better to avoid them altogether? In fact, water is where it all begins and ends, in the cellular health cycle that determines our daily vitality. But Warburg's most surprising revelation wasn't just about science. It was a simple conclusion he came to later in life, after decades of dedicated and passionate research on the subject. A truth that can completely change your perspective on health. The 3 warning signs your cells send before you get sick. Your cells talk to you every day through specific, clear signals. But most people completely ignore these important messages. The first sign is constant fatigue that does not improve with rest. When your cells don't get enough oxygen, they work halfway. You feel tired even after a full night's sleep. This tiredness is neither normal nor inevitable with age. It's a cry for help from your cells asking for more oxygen. The second sign is recurrent and persistent digestive problems. Gas, bloating, heartburn, or irregular bowel are clear warnings that your body is too acidic to function properly. When the internal environment is too acidic, the cells begin to die, slowly and silently, without you noticing it right away. The third sign is changes in the skin, hair, and nails. Dull skin, brittle hair, and weak nails are not signs of age. These are signs that your cells are not getting adequate nutrition, nor enough oxygen to maintain the body's natural vitality. These 3 signs appear months or years before any serious illness. These are precious opportunities that your body offers for necessary changes. If you recognize these signs in your current life, don't panic. Take action immediately by applying Warburg's 8 principles. Each sign is a chance to reverse the process before it's too late, and transform tired cells into powerful and resistant warriors. The good news is that your cells have incredible capacity to renew and strengthen themselves when they receive what they need. But you need to know how to create the perfect environment for this transformation. And there is a specific strategy that can speed up this whole process. In just 30 days, you can build an invincible cellular army that will protect your body against the most dangerous threats we know. How to build an invincible cellular army in 30 days. Transforming your cells from vulnerable to invincible requires a specific strategy and absolute consistency for 30 days. This process is divided into 3 fundamental steps. For the first 10 days, the focus is on establishing a solid foundation with simple but essential practices. Drinking warm lemon water every morning, including a green salad with each main meal, replacing processed snacks with almonds or spirulina, walking daily for at least 15 minutes, and practicing deep breathing before bed. These actions break old patterns and initiate cellular transformation. From days 11 to 20, it's time to perfect habits. Replace fried meats with grilled meats without oil. Eliminate potatoes in favor of alkaline vegetables. Increase water intake to at least 2 liters daily. Adopt 1 vegetarian day a week and increase walks to 20 minutes. At this stage, the first visible signs of renewed energy and vitality appear. In the last 10 days, the objective is to consolidate and refine the new behaviors. The body adapts, acidity decreases, oxygenation increases, and cells become resistant against silent diseases. During this period, the cells go from a state of dormancy to full strengthening, preparing to protect their health integrally. Otto Warburg, a renowned researcher, discovered that the lack of oxygen in cells is the ideal environment for the emergence of diseases, while adequate oxygenation prevents them from taking hold. Thus, health is not the result of chance or just genetics, but of conscious choices made daily. These choices do not require large investments or drastic changes. Swapping strong coffee for warm lemon water, preferring salads to processed sandwiches, replacing cookies with almonds, walking instead of remaining sedentary, among other practices. Small actions that together revitalize cells and promote mental clarity, energy, endurance, and lasting health. When cells thrive, mind, body, and spirit align in a vibrant state. Lost energy returns, mental clarity is renewed, and silent illnesses recede before a strengthened organism. The journey to transform your health starts with a simple decision. Take care of your cells with conscious choices. The time to start this quiet revolution is now, building a lifestyle that protects and strengthens your health forever.